think we're back. Apologies. Let's see, show the page. Post at the AstroWorld. Nope. This should be public. Okay. And we are online. So, hi everybody. Welcome to AstroWorld TV. And my name is Dan Higgins, and we are sitting here and we're going to be doing some streaming of my imaging session. And we're starting to get some stars out, and we are able to start polar aligning in a second. And what we're going to do is open this up. Hey Chris, how you doing? I'm just doing some housekeeping first before we get started. Okay. Now I gotta get this going. All the stuff you gotta do now. Browser. Facebook, video URL. One more second, guys. Close that, close that, that, that. There we go. I got the comments up and we are good to go. So I am able now to, hola Abigail, I'm able to put your comments on the screen now. And like that. And it's kind of pretty cool. I could choose which ones go up and choose which ones don't. So hi Chris, hi Abigail, what's going on? Let me turn off the rendezvous here. This is from before. I could turn this off. And so thank you guys for showing up. We're going to start jumping right in because I know some of you guys have watched my stream already. And we do polar alignment. We do some plate solving, and then we're going to do some imaging, and then I'll open it up to questions and comments and whatever while we're watching a live stack of the Heart Nebula. And for those of you guys who don't know, I've been doing the Heart Nebula for the past couple of sessions. I believe this will put me over 10 hours. So I think that's enough. I need a little bit more sulfur. I mean, I think we're good here. So why don't we go and see what's going on with the eagle outside? And we'll put this live. And there we go. There's the eagle. And as you can see right now, we got the eagle going, and it's just using right now. We're doing the PhD guiding just so I could see stars coming out. So I'm going to put this full screen for you guys so you can see what I'm doing, and you don't have to worry about seeing me. I used polar alignment for a while. Oh, well, that was a dumb statement, but I use polar alignment all the time. But I used to use the Pole Master, and that is a really super product. If you don't have a ZWO camera or something that's QHY or something that's available to be used with SharpCap. So what I've been doing was I was using the Pole Master for a long time, and then I got a whatchamacallit. I got a ZWO camera for guiding. So let me just mute this because I'm getting feedback. So the deal is that SharpCap, what it does, and you'll see what happens when we do it, it makes it a lot easier. With the Pole Master, you need to click on Polaris and move these dots and put the dots on top of the stars and then click on a star and then move them out and click on this whole bunch of stuff going on. With the SharpCap, it's really interesting because what it does is it plate styles for you right away. It knows what you're pointing at, and you move the scope about 90 degrees, either west or east. And I actually do it twice. It was a little trick that I was shown by my friend Minos. So it's really important on making sure that your pole alignment is dead on for tracking and all that, and guiding and all that kind of stuff. So what I do is I've used SharpCap, and it's a lot easier because I don't you have to click on anything. It tells you what your polar alignment error immediately because it plate cells to everything, and it knows where the north celestial pole is supposed to be, and it does the mathematical algorithms, whatever it does. Do the adjustments on the mount, and you're good. So let's go back to the Eagle and take a look at SharpCap, and we'll see how this is done. So moving to the Eagle, and there's the Eagle, and there's SharpCap. Okay, we're gonna log on the camera. Okay, and there you go. You see some stuff going on here. I got some stars, and I believe this is Polaris right here. And you're gonna go into Tools, and you're gonna go under Polar Line. Okay, and I gotta start up Sequence Generator Pro first to get my mount hooked up. So give me 1 second here. Okay, so I'm just gonna hook up the mount, and no, I'm not doing the update right before my streaming session, and it's parked, so I'm gonna unpark it. Okay, and I'm gonna not put it on. I'm gonna put it on sidereal tracking, and I just got some more comments. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, see. Come on. There we go. For some reason, my comments weren't popping up, so I apologize about that. And we're gonna add 21.4. Give me 1 more second. It's still a work in progress here, so. And then I got my brother. Hi, Dan. Tyler. Thank you. What's up, man? What's going on? Oh, wow. SharpCap and the ASI Air. Yeah, I mean, once I get my ASI Air Pro, which is coming, it's definitely one of the things that I want to do. Once I get it, I had the old ASI Air hooked up to my AZGTI, which is my mobile mount, and I've been using it for that. So that being said, I would love to do that. Eventually, when it comes in, it seems counterproductive not to wait to the ASIR Pro. So once the ASIR Pro comes out, I will definitely do that. Although I got to be honest with you, SharpCap, I only really use for the polar alignment routine, because I use Sequence Generator Pro for everything else, because I don't have a ZWO main imaging camera. If I had a ZWO or QHY main imaging camera, I probably would be using SharpCap. But unfortunately, my SBIG will not work with SharpCap. So that's something that's going to have to be tested with my ACGTI and my QHY 163, my wide field. So that's a possibility. My Aunt Grace, hi Grace, how you doing? I'm taking pictures of the stars, and Tyler with the ASI Air. So yeah, all right. So we got the mount all ready to go here, and we're gonna redo this a little bit because let's minimize this. Okay, and I got my mount ready to go here. Okay, and as you can see, it's already plate solved. It actually says solved down here. Okay, and I'm hoping this is moving. Yes. So it says plate solved down here, and you can see all the stars, and you can see Alpha Ursa Minor right there. Again, Polaris. So we're pretty close to start. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit next, and there is a button here. It will automatically advance to the next stage. So if it's solved and I had this ticked, it would go to the next thing. But I like hitting next button. so we hit the next button, and it's going to ask me to rotate. Okay, so it's going to rotate the axis, and I always choose west, and I'm going to move that up a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to go west, and you can see the stars moving, and then I'm just going to wait a little bit, and it says rotate further, so I'm going to keep on rotating. Okay, wait for it. Completed. Okay, now it says, because I'm doing this for the first time, polar alignment is poor. Okay, so we got to get this within like 15 minutes. 15 seconds. Sorry, 15 seconds, not 15 minutes. 15 to 20 seconds is usually pretty good. Then you hit next. Okay, and then I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to leave, so you won't hear me, but you will see these numbers changes right down. So I need to go down 36 minutes, and right 2 degrees 17 minutes. So I got a lot of work to do. So I'm going to take this laptop outside, and I'm going to get the polar alignment as good as I can get it, and you can watch the screen while I'm doing it. So I will be back. Okay, and that's the first part of the polar alignment. Okay, so, but the telescope is still pointing. I just got a funny comment. Aldebaran Callisto wants to see me sleep for 3 hours. So you may see that. It's a little sleepy, it's a little tired. I try and stay up. I try to keep people entertained, but we shall see. All right. So that's the first part of the polar alignment. And right now, as you can see, we're pretty good right now. And all I did to get that there is follow the instructions. I get right as close to 0 as I possibly can. And then I went down as far as I could so it changes to up. And then I went in the up direction on the Alt-Az in order to make it more stable. I like when the screw is pushing against the rod. That makes the telescope go up. So there's more tension there and it stays more stable. So I like to have up be my last movement, not down. All right, so that's the first part. Okay, so that's done. So we're going to restart and we're going to do it again, because the telescope's still in the 90-degree direction. So we're going to restart, and it's solved. Okay, it's still in that old direction. We pointed it to the west. But now we're going to put it back to the pole, and we're going to get it even tighter. You'll see it's a little off. Okay, so we're going to go next. Okay. And it's going to say rotate further. Now I'm going to rotate it, but I'm going to park it. Okay. Okay. So as you see, well, I'm on the borderline between good and excellent. I'd like to get it a little bit tighter. All right. So I'm going to go back outside. I'm going to make another adjustment to my up, down, right, left, and get this one as close as I can. And then we'll do it, and then that'll be it. So I'm going to hit next. And it's, well, I can get a little tighter than that. It's on the borderline. So I'm going to get a little tighter, and I'll be back. And that's it. And polar alignment is now finito. Okay? Now it took me a little bit because I was running a little bit back and forth to... I'm moving the mouse, but it's not working for me. And we're... I wasn't recording this whole thing. Gosh darn it. Alright, so I just started recording now. What are you going to do? Ooh. All right. So the polar alignment is finished. Okay. So that being said, let's see. Aldebaran. Oh, neat. I would park and start over. Sometimes rotate to the other side. We'll try this way next time. Hey, I would just go to the pole as the last one and just get it as tight as you possibly can. So yeah, that's it seems to work for me. And we lost a bunch of people here, and that's okay. We're gonna be 25 minutes into our super crazy announcement that we're going to be doing. All right. So moving on. We're ready to start. Now I'm going to wait. I'm going to check and see where the Heart Nebula is before I start. I want to see if it's past Meridian, because I do not want to do a Meridian flip after one image. That would be just a waste. So let's see where it is. Give me a second. And don't forget to unpark your scope and start the tracking. And we're gonna search for the Heart Nebula on my phone. And it's Heart Nebula. Okay, let's center that. Let's see where it is. And it's past the meridian, which is good. Good. All right. So now we're done with SharpCap. Close that out. Get back on to Sequence Generator Pro. We can minimize this guy. And we can start connecting all the equipment. You could either hit all those, or you go into Tools and Connect All, or Control-Shift-C. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, well, okay. There we go. It disconnected my telescope. And I got the manual flat box and the rotator. And I'll pull this full screen for you again, so you can see what's going on here. Okay. So you can see I'm still stuck on my flats and darks, so we don't want that anymore. I'm going to open up my other sequence, which is this guy. Yes, I want to continue. I shouldn't have connected everything, but it's okay. Okay. Camera's still cooling. Focuser. I like to rack my focuser out to close to where my main focus is going to be. It's usually about 4200, so we'll see. No, I don't want to place on a manual sync. No. Manual sync is 0. Okay. Okay, we're almost at 4200. Now, be careful with Sequence Generator Pro. If you're set at a focus control of 0, it will give you an error if you try and do an autofocus routine. So you want to make sure it's racked out a little bit, and so it can move back and forth and do the autofocus routine. If it's at 0, it can't go in. So it's going to fail on you. All right? So we go to IC 1805. Okay, and we're going to, let's minimize this. Okay, and I think, yeah, see, this looks like, I'm going to restart this sequence. All right. And we're just doing narrowband. And I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to do the narrowband setup. So SHO. So H alpha 03 and S2. And I have it set for 2-minute shots. I'm not sure why this is like that. That's pretty odd numbers. I must have been messing around while I was half asleep. So it's 640. And I'm going to do 30, 30, 30. Okay. Now that tells me it's going to take 3 hours and 30 minutes. You know what? It's going to be nice out. I need more S2. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, you know what? I'm going to go 40, 40, 40. And that puts me up to 4 hours and 40 minutes, which will put me at 11. So that's 80 minutes of each. So it's 80, 160, 240. All right. I'll take that. 240, that's another 4 hours. So that's fine with me. Okay, so we're going to run the sequence. See, that happens sometimes. We'll just do no, and we'll just turn it on ourselves. Because right now, the tracking is not on. With EQ mod, sometimes the not tracking turns on. So it thinks there's no telescope there. So you got to turn it on, hit the star. It'll go to sidereal. And then you're good. Minimize this guy. And now run the sequence. It's saying you're cooling. Do you want it to wait? Yes, I do, because I want it cooled correctly. We're going to delay the start, but while it's doing that, it'll start everything else up, and hopefully by the time we get everything rolling, then we'll sit there and we'll get everything done. All right, we'll minimize PhD guiding. Okay, it's actually slewing to the target right now. Hello, everybody in Facebook land and YouTube land, because I'm streaming on YouTube as well. So we're getting ready. We're 18 minutes from our major announcement coming up, and it's doing its Facebook. It's doing its autofocus routine. Not close to where I should be. Should be better than that. Oh, there we go. Get a little better. It's going to start all over again. That looks like dead pixels. I don't know what that is. Maybe my clutch slipped. So that should be a lot closer. Why am I focusing in HA? Should have been. See, that's not right. Something's not right here. You have to go back outside to the telescope and see one thing. I'll be back. And I'm back. And I'm not liking this, so I'm canceling this. Something's not right there. Yes, I want to quit. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. I'm just checking my focus here. Oh, it's been too many. Okay. Well, something happened with my. I guess I didn't reckon it all the way the last time. That happens. That's looking a little bit better. There we go. Okay. 4100 is not a new number. Is it 4100 or 3900? 3900. All right. 3900 to 4021. Okay. So we're gonna actually reset the sequence again, and we're gonna run just the IC 1805. We're gonna run it. It's not gonna have to slew very much. How you doing, guys? 12 minutes to the announcement. Okay, we're just going through our focus routine. We already did our polar alignment. And now it's just going through its focus routine. And it's going down. All right, it's working right. And as it's going through its focus routine, right now it does it by half flux radius, which means it's just judging the radius of the star. So the smallest the radius you could get, the more in focus you are. So it's still going down. It's down at half flux radius at 1.1, which is pretty decent, and focus position looks like at 3920. So I think we're pretty good here. It's still going a little bit. Wife's coming home soon, so I'm gonna have to have dinner in a little bit. Hi Dan. Let's see. We got Chris. Love to see a video of your SGP settings. Okay, we could do that. I think you actually asked for that once before. And Dan Janisic. How you doing, Dan? What's going on? Just doing focusing right now. There we go. And I got my green line. And it's going to close in a second. That's odd. Focus point. I think that something is wrong with my focusing. Let me check something outside again. Something's not right. This is not working the way it should. That's what we do. Doing the same thing, Dan. Doing more heart. I think this is going to be the last one on the heart. I'll add another 4 hours, which will put me over 10. I think that'll be good. But I'm going to wait for this to finish one more time. It just seems like it's not moving enough. And where's my bag of wires? It actually completed this time, so. Alright, it completed, so I'm not going back outside. Alright, so it's plate solving right now. Let's see what we got. Okay, I see. Oh, it's going to be a little fuzzy, that's fine. Because it wouldn't move to luminance for some reason. When a plate solves, it goes to luminance. Just to get more stars. And then when it goes back to HA, we should be good. Okay, extracting stars, doing its plate solving routine. Found the match. Closing in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. It's resuming the auto guider. We could go take a look at the guider. There we go. Got some stars. It automatically picked a star. And now we're guiding. I love this thing. It does everything for you. And it should be auto guider has resumed. Setting the filter. Now we're back on HA. We'll do another autofocus routine. see. I'd love to go out tonight, but just drove home from Ah, man, that's crazy. Plate solving on SGP. Yeah, it is awesome. Well, here's the thing with parfocal. I'm using. If I was using the narrowband Astrodons, then it would be yes. Unfortunately, I have LRGB Astrodon and narrowband Optolong, so it's going to be a little bit different. So when a plate solves, it frames the image exactly the same way as the night before. Yeah, so with Sequence Generator Pro, what the best thing is the Framing and Mosaic Wizard. The Framing and Mosaic Wizard is awesome. It gives you a picture from Digital Sky Survey. It gives you a picture of what you want. So you say you want the Heart Nebula, which is what we're doing now. So we're doing it now, the Heart Nebula, and it gives you a picture of the Heart Nebula. So it says, okay, draw. It knows the size of your, because what you put it in there, you put in your pixel size. It put in your height and length of your camera in pixels, and it knows what the size of your chip is. So you draw a rectangle over what you want. You shape it just right, and if you have a rotator, it'll move for you. And if not, you can rotate the camera yourself or just leave it the way it is. Now, it will frame it exactly the same way from night to night based on what you did at the beginning, what you're framing a Mosaic Wizard. And this is actually taking its first picture. And let's get some early guiding results. I will take that. If it stays like that all night, it'll be a wonderful thing. That's a personal best right now, I gotta say. That's a personal best. I will take that all day. 0.21. I don't think it'll ever get any lower than that. Alright, so we're halfway through our first HA light shot. So you saved a fortune. Saved a fortune. Oh, on the filters, I guess. Well, I still spent the money on the Astrodons. So the Astrodons are very expensive, but they're all parfocal, and it's great when I'm doing LRGB, Optolong. They didn't give it to me, but they gave me a deal on H Alpha, but everything else I had to pay for. But it's about half the price of the Astrodons. So, and we got 10 seconds, and we'll go full screen for the first image. Downloading, and there you go. And there's the heart. Bam. We could stretch it a little bit. There you go. You can see it a little bit better. Okay. And there we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start to live stack it. And we'll do that. And we could do that through SharpCap. I don't want to put everybody's comments up there, but I could throw everybody's comments up there. If you guys don't want your comments on the screen, feel free to let me know. It's good to know if people like it or don't like it. But there's the Heart Nebula. Bam. Nice. Okay, so that being said, let's go into SharpCap and let's start. Let's start the stacking process. Okay, so you go into SharpCap. That was a little slow on the click, I think. There we go. Yeah, go away. Okay. And we go to cameras, and then folder monitor camera. So what this will do is this will start to look at your camera folder, wherever you're saving your photos, and it will start stacking it on the fly. Now, it's not the best, but it's good to give you a decent idea of what you're looking at. So we're going to go into Astro Acquisition, IC1805, and lights. Okay, I went too far. Light, all in folder. Okay. You're going to go into Tools. You're going to go into Live Stack. Okay. And then you'll see I got one of one right there. One of one picture. So we're going to play the one of one, which really shows us not much. You can move the sliders a little bit. You have to wait a minute to get a couple more than that. I don't think if I do an auto. Nothing yet. No, there's a really bad one. So we'll reset that. And we'll reset this. And we'll clear this. We'll go back to the beginning, and we'll get our 2. Okay? And at least we got some sort of histogram here. Move the mid-level in a little bit. Oh, we got a bunch of people joining in. How you doing? Tyler, wise guy. Brought to you by Eagle. Jane Lubinsky. Hi, Jane. How you doing? Good to see you. And Mike. Oh, we are 3 minutes late of our announcement. I was so excited about getting our first image. And we'll get this a little closer for you. There we go. Okay, and that's going to get better as the night goes on. You could do a couple of things with it in the enhancement area a little bit. And that's what we'll start with. Not so bad. So, it's 7:04, and we're going to make our announcement. So, for those of you guys who have been watching my my channel and my web streams and all that kind of stuff, you guys know that the Backyard Astro Imaging Club and myself are going into, I guess, we're fighting forces here. And, we're combining our efforts in the astro imaging world, and we're going to be working on weekly shows. And what we're going to be doing is each week will be a different topic. Be about 30, 45 minutes max, probably, on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. It'll be me and Tim Cowell. He's my buddy from the UK, and we've been working on this for a while. We've been trying to get the videos together and all that kind of stuff. And what we're going to be doing, starting on February 5th, that's a Wednesday night, 4 days after my birthday, we're going to be starting to do our live shows weekly, and it'll be based on topics that you guys want to learn about, and not only will it help you guys, it'll help us learn too. So we don't know everything. We're not premier astrophotographers, and we're not amazing things. We take some good photos, but we're nothing like Dylan O'Donnell or other people, Ron Brescher. I could just name a few. There are other people out there, Trevor Jones, Chuck Ayub. I mean, I could name them all day. But we want to learn. The best way to learn is from pooling our resources. So that's why Tim and I got together. So again, starting on February 5th, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We will be doing live shows. They will be streamed on Facebook and YouTube. And the dogs are here. Oh my God. Sorry. Hi, dogs. Come on. There you go. I got my doggies here. Hi, girl. And that's what we're going to be doing. So 7:06, 9 p.m. There you go. Go down. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. AstroWorld TV and Backyard Astro Imaging Club will be joining forces to hit the astrophotography world. And again, if you guys have any sort of topics that you want to hear from, let us know. But that being said, that's the announcement. Looking forward for the support. And great. So that being said, we're going to move back on to SharpCap and take a look and see what we got. Okay. So let's see. So we got 3 photos. We got third photos and actually stacked it already for us. So this is working exactly the way we want. We could just make some adjustments here. And we can play around a little bit with the levels. A little bit. And again, it's not perfect. It's a little noisy. The noise will deplete a little bit as we go on. But that's what it is. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Jane. Yes, I have 2 of them. Pepper, where are you? Come here, Pep. Where's Pepper? Come here, Pep. What's up, boy? Come here, boy. What's up? Come on. There's my other little guy. Say hi. There you go. Pepper's an angry person. He is my little mini chihuahua. Pepper's 3.5 pounds. And there we go. Oh, the wifey's here. Hi. Hi, say hi to everybody. Say hi to like the whole world. Thank you, Jane. Thank you for the announcement. Thank you for the, come on, starting June 5th, February 5th, 9 p.m. But, yes, girl. Okay. And there's my other little girl. There you go. That is a Heart Nebula, Jane. Yes, it is. That's IC 1805. And that's pretty good so far. That's what we're doing. Hi, girl. Okay. All right. And you go down. Where are you, Pepper? I don't want to step on you. All right. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have a little bit of dinner. I will be back at 8 p.m. Maybe a little bit earlier. I'll be back at 8. Yeah, I'll be back at 8. And we'll take a look and see the guiding and all that. As a matter of fact, before we go, let's take a look at the guiding real quick. Why we got sadness and we got angry faces? What's going on here? Nice to meet you too, Jane. Feel free to friend me. It's going to be good stuff. So I'm going to get a drink. But I have these. These things are awesome. If you guys have not seen this, look up the Drinkworks. Long Island iced tea in a bottle. It's a pod. It's awesome. Gotta love it. Yes, this is the HA filter, Jane. Yes, it's a 7 nanometer optolong. That's the HA part, and that's going to be the brightest part of it. And we're also going to be doing S2 and O3, so we get a nice little, nice little color balance there. So that's going to be nice. And we're going to be going as we go, as we go. So I think it's time to go eat dinner. Hi, Skip. How you doing? Skip's been following quite a bit. Thank you for coming on, Skip. This is great. My last one had over 5,000 views over the course of a couple of days. And that's always nice that people are actually coming on and taking a look and stuff. Yeah, Mike, that HA filter, is pretty decent. I've had no problems with it. It's pretty good. I also got the 6.5s on the O3 and the S2. And for those of you guys, Star Trek fans, I gotta show everybody my shirt here. There you go. Wrong side. Red shirt. Might not make it. But so yeah, take a look at some of my other videos. I know sometimes it's very boring. Use watching somebody stream their stuff, and sometimes I run out of stuff to talk about, and I start to babble. But if you want to go see something a little bit more different, feel free go to the AstroWorld TV YouTube channel and look at those videos. I got about 40 or 50 videos on there. Got not many subscribers, but that's what I do. So I got a lot of people on. So I hope you guys don't mind me eating here. I don't want to lose any people because people have a lot of questions. It looks like Jane U ZWO. ZWO took the astrophotography world by storm about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And they've just been coming out with so much stuff and flooding the market with the CMOS chips. It's unbelievable how it's red and it starts with Z, so we'll buy it. But it's really not a bad product. It's a very good product. They do a really good job. I'm so excited about my ZWO ASI Air coming, and I actually do use a ZWO 178 178 mini. No, not mini. I'm sorry, just a 178 for my guiding. So I use that with a ZWO F4 30 millimeter mini guider, and it's a piece of cake. If you go on to my YouTube page, you'll see a bunch of stuff on my rig and stuff like that, and you can see what it looks like. I'm imaging with a 80 millimeter Skywatcher Esprit, and with the Eagle and all that kind of stuff. But I need a drink, so I'll be back. Oh my goodness, she's going crazy. The dog's going nuts. All right, so I'm back. I am not sure why my Stream Deck's not working. Probably because I'm wondering. Okay. Very odd. I don't want to have to stop the stream, but So how's everybody doing? Let's see how we're doing with the. See, it stopped at 3. I'm not sure why. It's not getting any better. So let's clear it. Okay. Because we got 7 images now. Oh, we got a satellite too. Alright. And we'll clear that. And we'll play it. Okay. See, there you go. Getting a little better. We got the little satellite over here. Damn, oh, there's another one too. Damn Elon Musk. Hate you. Ruining my hobby. Ruining our hobby. It's dreadful. How's it going, everybody? Gotta make this a little bigger. Anna Morales. Hey, Anna. Just taking some pictures. Doing my thing. Let's invite some friends to watch. Tyler is watching. Where's Charlie? Chris Boyle. Friend Ron. Jason. Walter. Charlie. All these people. Murray. Invite everybody. Now with it. I'm wondering why Facebook only gives you certain people, in fact, white friends to watch. I don't know. So let's take a look at the guiding. Let's see what's going on in guiding land. Because if the stars look good, so that means the guiding should be good. Okay, is there a dither somewhere? I don't see a dither. 0.3, I still take 0.34, no problem. Three, two. There must have been a dither somewhere. I'm sure because it's going down. Still 0.3. I will take that all day. All day. I don't even know what I'm complaining about. I don't have to worry about meridian flips. I could do this all night. Frame 10. What happened there? What happened there? What is that? Yeah, it must have been a dither. I'm down to 0.25 again. There must have been a dither somewhere. This is from when we started. So there's got to be a dither in there. And we're up to 9 again. So let's stop that. Clear this. And we'll play it. And we'll get 18 minutes maybe. 4, 5, 7, 7. Alright, so we're at 14 minutes. There you go. That's 14 minutes. Gonna have to look at my Wirecast Stream Deck. Not sure why that's not working right. How's it going, everybody? Looking around Facebook land. And we're just chilling out here. Just chilling out with the Heart Nebula. Feel free to say what you gotta say and ask questions and whatever you want to do. I'll minimize this guy. Get rid of that. Who else is watching? John, Jay, John. Somebody else. Roy. What up, Roy? Taking pictures, doing my geek thing out. Doing this nebula right here. It's pretty cool. And what are we at? We're at 11 frames already. Let's see. see what it goes up to. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. So that's 18 minutes now. All right. Getting a little something, something. Yeah, I'll crush the blacks a little bit for you so it'll show up a little better. Update our ticker. At 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Episode 1. I'll play that. There we go. So you're feeding the exposure via. Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing, Jane. Exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, so what you could do is, and I don't know if you saw me do it before, but I'll show it again for the people that are joining. As the one person that's watching me right now, I think that's you, Jane. so if you go into cameras here, and then you go into folder monitor camera here, you check that box. Okay? And then you come over here, and I'm not going to do it again, but you go to browse, and you browse to that folder, and then once you get in there, just highlight that folder, and then before you go in the folder, don't go in the folder, just highlight the folder, and then you do all in folder, and then it will start to stack. Now I'm having an issue a little bit with it automatically stacking, so I gotta kind of restart it all the time. I'm not really sure if maybe Robin, who wrote SharpCap, could get back to me on this, but having an issue with this. So what I gotta do is, and you'll see when I'll make it full screen so you can see what I'm doing. I need to rewind the stack. Okay, clear the stack over here. Replay the stack. See, it says 1 of 12. Replay the stack, and this doesn't usually get up to 12. I think it takes a little while. Maybe it'll get up to 10. Okay, so it's usually like 2 behind. It's usually like 2 or 3 behind. Now what are you gonna do? And that's 10, so that's 20 minutes in. And you can fool around with these guys and stretch it a little bit more. There's other stuff you could do in here in the stacking and enhancement tabs over here. You could add a blur, you could add a filter, you could sharpen it a little bit. But when you're not doing color live stack, it really doesn't do a lot. You could change your stacking algorithm. I'm on Sigma clipping right now. You could change it to default, which I'm not sure what the default is. I think it's just regular stacking. You may want to check this out as far as your settings are concerned. Raise or lower the noise reduction, the star width, and the maximum star width, so you can get a proper stack. Ooh, something's going up. I think that's the whatchamacallit, the Hubble Space Telescope or the ISS. That's what that noise was. And that's the histogram and your regular status, how many stacks. I don't know why this says 13.17 seconds, because it's more like 20 minutes. Not sure why that's like that. And you got different filters you could do. Not sure what that is yet. There's your log. You could use this to check the guiding. If you're actually doing a live stack, not a folder watch, it'll check your guiding for you. But right now my guiding is going pretty good, so I'm just going to leave it on the histogram. So when we take more pictures, let's see if it'll go to, so I have 13 taken because it's 13 files in the folder, and it made 12 now, so it says 24 minutes. And you can see it noticeably getting better. Okay, so that's 24 minutes. Okay, now let's look at the 1 2-minute shot. Now that's 1 2-minute shot. Okay, so you can see it noticeably getting better as it restacks everything. Starting from the beginning, that's your 2-minute shot. We'll clear that, and we'll do whatever it goes up 2 times 2. That's a 12 frames, so that's 24-minute shot. And look at the difference. Yeah, look at the detail. All in here. All that, all this is detail in here. So now I'm thinking about it. I don't know if Jane, if you're still watching. I'm actually just pointing SharpCap to a directory where SGP is saving the files, not necessarily a SharpCap directory. I have it set at another directory. So, but it's, I guess we're talking about the same thing. Let's see. I'm gonna add three. Yeah, babe. I can't hear a word you're saying. Add 3. Play that. There we go. And then I'm going to go, since, how's the data? Hey Tyler, what's going on? Take a look. And there you go. That is a 24-minute shot. You caught me right before dinner, so I'm going to take a half-hour break for dinner. But this is going to continue to get better. And I'm going to keep on coming back to take a look at it. But Tyler, you know my instant messenger. Feel free to text me if you want. But I am going to go to dinner. I'm going to change this ticker for a second. Can I make another one here? Yeah, I can, right? Call stick none. Tuesday. No, it's not one. It's 12 2 minute shots, Tyler. Ezwin, that's my buddy Ezwin. And I'm going to dinner. And Jen, you just joined. so, I'm taking some more heart data and just taking a look. Hope everything's good over there. And I'm gonna go eat dinner. So probably about 8:15 I'll be back. All right. See you soon. I'm back. All right, I took a 45. looks like dinner's going to be a little late. So, I figured I'd come and hang out with you guys. Nobody's watching me. And I'm back. And I'm back. Hey, Chris. What's going on? Where's my... Ooh. I'm going to add... Gonna minimize that a little bit. Let's crop this. And whoops, not that much. And right. And top. And bottom. And we'll minimize that a little bit. Put that down like that. And bam. And we're just playing around with some titles. There we go. And is this on there? I think this is on there too, so let's see. And there's Chris saying nice image, thank you. What's going on? And for those of you guys that have missed the announcement, starting Wednesday, February 5th, AstroWorld and the Backyard Astro Imaging Club will be joining forces every Wednesday night to go over topics that many people want to learn more about, and so do we. So we'll be sitting there and we'll be it's about a half an hour, 45-minute show, depending on what the deal is and how big of a topic it is. And we're going to talk about it. And we'll see what the pros and cons are. The difference between stuff like ZWO or whatever else. I don't have anything else floating around here. But different equipment. This week's show is going to be on different types of mounts, and we're starting real basic here, and we're going to talk about Alt-Az. We'll talk about fork mount with wedge. We'll talk about equatorial mounts, and we'll slightly touch on Dobsonian mounts. My dogs are going crazy, but we'll be doing that. So, and I promise you it'll be a lot more eventful, especially with, there'll be two of us on. And we'll have special guests eventually. We'll get some people on. We'll play with it. And maybe March or something, we'll get some of my buddies that will come join on the show. And for those of you guys who know me, know who I'm talking about. Danielle, how you doing? Haven't seen you since probably high school. 20? 30? How many years ago is it? 30 years ago? I don't know. Been, let's see, 89, so 11, 31 years. Wow, 31 years since high school. I am old as dirt. Oh my God. Maybe I should go back on the diet. All right. So let's see what we got, if it's getting any better. Let's see. And we got 23. Alright, it's got to get a little better than that. Oh, we got a big airplane going across one of the images. And we'll play it. The last couple. And there's the plane. Okay. You know, you could see the noise level go down as there we go. Look at all the detail. That's awesome. Obviously, we're gonna miss a frame here, but the detail's gonna be great. Yoba, Charlie. I'll throw you up there. There you go, Charlie. Yoba, what's up? My dog is barking like crazy. Yeah, so we got a little plane there. That's okay. I'll dump that before I process it. Now, since this is going to be probably the last night of maybe images until I start on a new target, I think the next time that we see each other is that I will be throwing something on YouTube. I won't do a live processing unless if you guys want to see that, see me in dirty and nasty, messing up stuff and everything. But if you want to see that, I'm okay with that. I have no big ego at all. so if that's the case, I'll just throw something on YouTube with a quick process on how to process the Heart Nebula, and we'll take it from there. And if you guys want to see a live process, we could do that. If not, just wait for the video, and I'll do it. It'll be fairly live. It just won't be live. I won't cut anything out. How's it going, everybody? I don't know who's watching. Let me know you're watching. What is that? Episode C program? What is that? I turn it off for a second and replay it. I don't know what that is. Episode C. What is that doing? I don't understand what that's doing that. Why is she barking? Hey. What's your problem? What's your problem? Astro. What's your problem? Why is she barking? You want to come in the room? Is that why? Is your door's closed? Come on, girl. My dogs are just barking like crazy. Hey, no barking in here. You want to come up? You want to come up? Okay. Hey, Pepper, where's your boy? Oh, yeah, you're a good boy. Okay. You a good boy? All right. You a good boy. Oh, you know what? I think they're hearing. I think I know what they're hearing. That is definitely a plane, Charlie. Definitely a plane. If you see the single frame, it's definitely. I'll see if I could just get the single frame up for you. I think it's number 23. Yeah, it's 23. There you go. That's the single frame. Mike is back. What's up, Mike? And that's what you get when a plane comes across. That's just horrible. That's the single frame. You know what I do find interesting though, and I'll make this full screen for you so you can see the full screen, so you don't have to look at my ugly mug. But when you look at the single frame, right? Now over here you'll see a satellite in the beginning when it starts stacking, and down here you'll see a satellite. Now as the stacking goes on, you'll start to see that line disappear. And I think that's kind of cool. So I'll show it to you. And we'll clear that. Even though the plane's going to come back, but we'll stack. Now watch for the line of a satellite here and the line of a satellite down here somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so there's the first one. There's the second one. And watch, they're almost gone already. It's almost gone already. And it's gone. And then the plane comes. The plane will disappear eventually too. So that's now 50 minutes, 50, worth of data with a crappy plane in it. But, and again, it's a real quick live stack in ChartCap. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's doing, oh, wow, okay. It's just doing its focus routine. It did a dither somewhere. Look at that guiding. Guiding's freaking awesome. I love it. I'll tell you, so I have an Atlas EQG mount, and I've had this mount for well over 5 years, if not, 7. And I've never hyper tuned it. I've never done anything to it. I've taken really good care of it. There's some scratches and wear, but I'll tell you, this thing is a workhorse. I will, I'm gonna cry when this thing goes down, because mounts go down, things happen, and once you open that, I've never opened this thing up for whatever reason. I've never had to, and I'm telling you, this thing is awesome. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably end up getting an EQ6R Pro or something, or if it happens. My friend Leslie's live. Hi, Leslie. But it's just been so good to me. And then we'll go back to SharpCat and see the lovely plane. Yeah, don't forget who told you to buy it. Don't, Charlie. Yeah. Love my Atlas. I'm telling you, it's an awesome thing. That Atlas is great. Gotta chill. And as you start to watch me a little bit more often, you'll know I wear little weird shirts, or shirts that I like. And again, I'll show it again because I like showing it. People will get it. People won't get it. If you're not a Star Trek fan, you won't get it. If you are a Star Trek fan, you'll get it. That's all I have to say about that. So dinner is running a little late. I actually took a break from streaming to go get dinner, and dinner is running late. So dinner will be at 8:45, and that's when I will be taking off again and going to eat. Must have sustenance. How much data do I actually have? Alright, well, after I'm done tonight, I will have a little over 11 hours of narrowband data altogether. Um, I do have a bunch of RGB data also, and I kind of like the SHO, the Hubble palette, with this object. I think it's got some really cool colors in it when you do SHO and you run it in the Hubble palette. You get the nice, that like teal aquamarine blue in the center, um, and the gold on the sides. So if you I'll show you what it looks like, and a lot of guys has taken pictures of the Heart Nebula in SHO, and it's AstroBin. For those of you guys who want to follow me, I'm on AstroBin. And I'm going to search for IC1805. And where is it? Here you go. Let's see, here's a couple that are nice. This seems pretty cool here. And there you go. So I think it looks really cool. I wish I could make this a little bit smaller, unfortunately. But somebody did a really good job here separating. There's another one too that was really nice. Oops. I'll be back. That's dinner. But there's another picture. That's more about what I'm gonna get. Anyway, sorry guys. And there you go. So this is kind of what I'm going for. That's pretty close. That's not my shot, but that's what I'm going for, something like that. Now, if you want to see something really quick with only 4 hours of data that I have shot, thanks, Charlie. This is an 8.3 hour shot from this gentleman with a Sharp Star, brand new telescope with a really nice camera. This guy's going nuts. But if you guys don't know this astrometry.net site, this is a pretty good site to pull up your, to share your stuff really quick. This is one with 4 hours. This is just 4 hours worth of data. This is one that I shot. And again, that's 4 hours. It's a little over processed a little bit, but I was trying to bring out the blue a little bit. I took a couple different shots. But I think that I need a little bit more blue, so that's RGB. I need a little bit more O3 to get some more blue out. And that's where I'm at right now with this. And that was a really quickie process, so I could get the background a little dark or it's a little noisy, but I could get some of that out. So I just want to see what I got so far. And that's that. This should be back to taking photos again. Yep. This says 0.61, but I got a dither there, so that'll go down. 1.60. That'll go down. And so I think we could do another one real quick before I go eat dinner. And then this is going to be all the HA data, I think, if it hits 30. And there's a plane again. Hit 29. So there's 29. So that's 29 times 2 is 58. It's 58 minutes worth of data. So that being said, since no one's watching me, I'm gonna go eat dinner, and I will return.